Before you begin your journey to wealth, it's essential that you understand what behaviors are holding you back from achieving that goal. Identifying toxic financial habits is the first crucial step towards taking control of your finances and eventually building a life of abundance. Many people don't realize how much their everyday actions sabotage their financial success, and recognizing these patterns is vital to eliminating them. One of the most common toxic financial habits is spending more than you earn. It sounds obvious, but easy access to credit, such as credit cards and personal loans, creates a false sense of financial security. The feeling of being able to buy something even if you don't have the money immediately available can be attractive, but this behavior feeds a dangerous cycle of debt. In the short term, it may seem that the debt is under control, but over time, the interest accumulates and turns into a snowball that is difficult to contain. This not only consumes your future income, but also limits your ability to invest and make money work in your favor. Another toxic behavior is financial procrastination. Postponing important decisions, such as setting up an emergency fund, organizing bills, or starting an investment plan, can be extremely damaging. This habit is often fueled by fear or lack of knowledge, but it ends up costing you dearly in the long run. Procrastination creates a domino effect, where small postponed decisions pile up, leading to an increasingly complicated financial situation to resolve. Meanwhile, time which could be working for you through compound interest, for example, is being wasted. Still within the realm of procrastination, there is a particularly toxic habit: not planning for the future. Many people live only in the present, ignoring the need to save for retirement or for big financial goals, such as buying a house. Without proper planning, it's easy to fall into the trap of spending all the money that comes in without thinking about tomorrow. This lack of foresight can lead to a future of financial uncertainty, where the person is forced to work indefinitely or depend on others to survive. Another extremely harmful habit is financial comparison. Looking at other people's financial lives and trying to keep up with them can be destructive. Social pressure to have the car of the year, the biggest house, or the most luxurious vacation can lead to bad financial decisions. This constant search for status ends up distracting from what really matters: building a solid financial foundation. What's more, this comparison is often based on misperceptions, as people tend to show only the positive side of their lives, hiding their own financial problems. It's important to remember that each person has a different path, and what works for one may not work for another. Many also fall into the habit of ignoring their finances. Avoiding looking at bank accounts, not reviewing statements, and simply forgetting to check the budget is a common way of denying reality. This behavior often arises from the fear of facing financial problems, but it only makes the situation worse. Ignoring your finances is like driving a car with your eyes closed. Eventually, you're going to crash. To build wealth, you need to be aware of where your money is, how it is being spent, and where adjustments can be made. Finally, impulsive consumption is one of the most destructive habits for finances. With constant exposure to marketing and the ease of shopping online, impulse buying has become an even bigger problem. Each impulse purchase may seem harmless, but when added up, these small indulgences can eat away at your budget and prevent you from achieving bigger financial goals. To make matters worse, impulse purchases are often made in response to emotions such as stress, sadness, or boredom, creating a vicious cycle where consumption serves as a temporary relief, but leaves a permanent hole in your finances. Identifying these toxic financial habits is the first step to overcoming them. It takes courage to recognize that your behaviors are hurting you, but this awareness is what will allow you to make significant changes. Once you become aware of your habits, you can start working to replace them with practices that bring you closer to wealth and financial freedom. To effectively eliminate toxic financial habits, it is essential to understand where they come from. Understanding the root of these behaviors is essential, because often, the habits that prevent us from achieving wealth are not just isolated actions, but reflections of deep-rooted beliefs, experiences, and emotions. Only when you know the origin of these patterns can you really begin to transform them. One of the most common factors contributing to the emergence of toxic financial habits is limiting beliefs. These beliefs are deeply ingrained ideas about money and our ability to manage or accumulate it. Often, these beliefs are formed in childhood, influenced by the way our parents or caregivers handled money. If you grew up hearing phrases like money doesn't grow on trees or rich people are greedy, you've probably internalized a negative view of wealth. These limiting beliefs can lead to self-sabotaging behaviors, such as avoiding investments for fear of losing money or spending impulsively because you believe there will never be enough. In addition to limiting beliefs, fear is another factor that feeds toxic financial habits. Fear of failure, for example, can prevent you from making important financial decisions, such as investing or starting a new business. This fear often manifests itself as procrastination or stagnation, where the person prefers not to act rather than risk losing money. However, this inaction can be even more damaging in the long run, as it prevents growth and the accumulation of wealth. Another common fear is the fear of success. It may seem contradictory, but some people fear the changes that financial success can bring. They may fear that they will become different from the people around them, that they will be judged, or that they will lose their identity. This fear can lead to self-sabotaging behavior, where the person unconsciously puts themselves in situations that impede their financial success, such as making impulsive purchases, avoiding promotions, or refusing to take on greater financial responsibilities. Emotions play a crucial role in the formation of toxic financial habits. Many of these habits are emotional responses to situations of stress, anxiety, or low self-esteem. For example, impulse spending often occurs when a person is feeling sad, lonely, or bored. Shopping provides temporary relief, a kind of reward that helps improve the mood, but which, in the long term, harms the finances. Another example is the habit of spending to impress others, which may be rooted in a need for external validation and social acceptance. In addition to beliefs and emotions, life experiences also shape our financial habits. If a person has experienced significant financial difficulties in the past, such as a bankruptcy, job loss, or childhood poverty, this can leave deep scars that affect the way they deal with money. These experiences can create a persistent fear of running out of money, leading to behaviors such as hoarding money instead of investing it or avoiding essential spending for fear of an impending financial crisis. Family experiences also have a profound impact. If you grew up in an environment where money was a constant source of stress or conflict, you may have developed a negative relationship with money. This can manifest as a desire to avoid any talk of finances or a tendency to spend irresponsibly as a form of rebellion against the austerity experienced in childhood. Understanding the root of toxic financial habits also involves recognizing external influences, such as marketing and consumer culture. We live in a society that constantly bombards us with messages to spend more and get into debt. The pressure to keep up with the latest trends or to flaunt material possessions can be overwhelming, especially in an age of social media where other people's lives always seem more glamorous. This social pressure can cause you to adopt harmful financial habits, such as spending more than you can afford to maintain an image that doesn't reflect your financial reality. Finally, a lack of financial education is one of the most common roots of toxic financial habits. Many people have never received a formal education on how to manage money, invest, or plan for the future. Without this knowledge, it's easy to make financial mistakes that become harmful habits over time. A lack of understanding about basic financial concepts such as compound interest, retirement planning, or investment diversification can lead to poor decisions and a cycle of financial poverty or stagnation. Understanding the root of your toxic financial habits is the first step towards transforming them. When you become aware of the beliefs, fears, emotions, and experiences that shape your financial behavior, you can begin to challenge these influences and adopt a healthier, more productive approach to money. This self-awareness is crucial for any lasting financial transformation, as it allows you to make changes from the inside out, creating a solid foundation for building wealth. After identifying and understanding the root of toxic financial habits, the next essential step is to replace them with healthy practices that will lead you to wealth and financial stability. This replacement process is not just about eliminating the negative, but about actively cultivating behaviors that will bring you closer to your financial goals. For this transformation to be lasting, it requires real commitment and a practical approach. The first step in replacing toxic habits is to set clear and achievable financial goals. Well-defined goals serve as a guide, helping to direct your daily actions. Without a specific goal, it's easy to fall back into old habits. For example, instead of saying I want to save more money, set a concrete goal such as I want to save 10,000 Brazilian reals in 1 year. With a specific goal, you can create a detailed action plan, breaking the amount down into smaller amounts to be saved each month. Having a clear vision of what you want to achieve makes it easier to adopt habits that support these goals. Another crucial step is to create a solid budget and follow it rigorously. Many people have an aversion to the idea of budgeting because they associate it with restriction or sacrifice. However, a budget is not an enemy, but a powerful tool that allows you to have total control over your money. By establishing a budget, you can allocate your resources in a way that maximizes your savings and investment potential, while still allowing room for spending that brings joy and satisfaction. To turn following a budget into a healthy habit, start small and be realistic about your spending. Adjust your budget monthly to reflect changes in your income or expenses, and use apps or spreadsheets to track your progress. Another healthy practice that replaces toxic financial habits is cultivating a savings and investment mindset. Instead of spending every penny you earn, start seeing your income as a tool to create more wealth. An effective way to do this is to adopt the 50/30/20 rule. 50% of your income should go to needs, 30% to wants, and 20% to savings and investments. Automating your savings is one of the most effective ways to build this habit. Set up automatic transfers to a savings or investment account as soon as your salary hits your account. This will ensure that you are always prioritizing the future before giving into the temptations of the present. It's also vital to educate yourself financially. The more knowledge you acquire about personal finance, the better able you will be to make smart decisions and avoid financial pitfalls. Make a conscious effort to learn about topics such as investments, debt management, retirement planning, and wealth building. This can be done through books, online courses, financial blogs, or even consulting a professional. By acquiring knowledge, you replace the ignorance that may have led to toxic habits with a solid base of information that will allow you to act with confidence and clarity. One of the most transformative practices you can adopt is to invest in yourself. This means not only investing money in your education and personal development, but also time and energy in improving your skills and increasing your value in the job market. Increasing your income through new qualifications or even by starting your own business is a powerful way of replacing a mindset of scarcity with one of abundance. When you dedicate yourself to continually growing and improving, you are positioning yourself to take advantage of better opportunities and thus increase your chances of building wealth. Another healthy habit that should replace the toxic one is regularly monitoring your finances. Doing a monthly or quarterly financial checkup can be a transformative practice. During these reviews, evaluate your expenses, see where you can cut costs, check the progress of your goals, and make adjustments as necessary. This practice keeps you in control and ensures that you are always aligned with your long-term financial goals. What's more, these reviews can help you quickly identify any negative trends that are emerging, allowing you to take corrective action before the problem grows. It is also important to develop the discipline to resist impulse spending. One effective strategy is the 30-day rule. Before making a non-essential purchase, wait 30 days. If, after this period, you still feel that the purchase is necessary and won't negatively affect your finances, then go ahead. This simple habit can help to significantly reduce impulse purchases and ensure that you are spending your money consciously and in line with your priorities. Finally, surrounding yourself with a positive support network is essential to maintaining healthy financial practices. Be around people who share your financial values and who encourage you to follow your goals. Joining support groups, whether in person or online, can be an excellent way to stay motivated and committed. In addition, sharing your financial goals with a mentor or trusted friend can increase your accountability and help you stay focused. Replacing toxic financial habits with healthy practices is not an overnight process, but every small step in the right direction makes a significant difference in the long run. The most important thing is to maintain consistency and perseverance, knowing that the benefits of adopting these practices will compound over time, bringing not only financial wealth, but also peace of mind and a fuller, more balanced life. Once you've started replacing toxic financial habits with healthy practices, the challenge becomes maintaining this new routine and avoiding relapses. Often, the hardest part of any transformation is sticking to the new path. Consistency is the factor that differentiates those who succeed in building wealth from those who get stuck in cycles of self-sabotaging behavior. To ensure that you keep moving towards your financial goals, it's essential to implement strategies that reinforce your new practices and prevent you from falling back into old habits. The key to maintaining consistency is building a solid, structured routine. Creating daily, weekly, and monthly habits around your finances helps make money management a natural part of your life. For example, you could set aside 15 minutes every day to review your expenses, check account balances, or simply reflect on your recent financial decisions. Small daily actions may seem insignificant, but they accumulate over time and create a solid foundation for financial success. What's more, by automating these tasks as much as possible, you reduce the likelihood of getting off track due to laziness or forgetfulness. Another important aspect of maintaining consistency is self-monitoring. Regularly assessing your progress towards your financial goals is a powerful practice for staying on track. This can be done through a monthly or quarterly financial checkup, where you analyze how much you have managed to save, invest, or reduce debts. During these checkups, it's crucial to be honest with yourself about what's working and what's not. If you notice that you're deviating from your plan, don't see it as a failure, but as an opportunity to adjust your approach and reinforce your resolutions. It's equally important to celebrate small victories along the way. The journey to building wealth is a long one, and if you don't recognize your achievements, no matter how small, you may feel demotivated. Celebrating doesn't mean overspending or deviating from the plan, but rather recognizing the progress you've made. This can be done in simple ways, such as a special dinner at home, a small planned purchase, or simply taking time out to relax and reflect on how far you've come. These celebrations help to keep morale high and reinforce positive behavior. To avoid relapses, it is essential to develop a mindset of resilience. Relapses can happen, and the important thing is not to let an occasional slip-up turn into a complete setback. If you find yourself slipping back into a toxic financial habit, such as spending impulsively or procrastinating about your finances, recognize the mistake quickly and take immediate action to correct course. The practice of self-compassion is vital in this process. Instead of blaming yourself, understand that changing habits is an ongoing process and that stumbling blocks are part of the journey. What matters is how quickly you pick yourself up and get back on track. Another powerful strategy for maintaining consistency and avoiding relapses is to seek external support. Being surrounded by people who share your financial goals or who are also looking to improve their finances can be extremely motivating. Joining support groups, online communities, or even having an accountability partner, someone with whom you share your goals and challenges, can make a significant difference. These people not only offer emotional support, but can also provide valuable insights and help you stay focused when the temptation to revert to old habits arises. An often underestimated factor in maintaining healthy habits is the environment around you. Your environment can have a profound influence on your behavior, so it's important that it's aligned with your financial goals. This could mean something as simple as uninstalling shopping apps from your phone, not carrying credit cards on a daily basis, or avoiding places where you tend to spend impulsively. Creating an environment that supports your new financial practices helps reduce the temptation to revert to old habits and makes it easier to follow through with your plan. Ongoing financial education is another vital tool for avoiding relapses. Staying informed about personal finance, investments, and the economy allows you to make more informed decisions that are adapted to changes in the market and in your personal life. What's more, by continuing to learn, you stay motivated and engaged with your progress. Courses, books, podcasts, and workshops are great resources for expanding your knowledge and strengthening your financial skills. Finally, it's important to remember that consistency doesn't mean rigidity. Being flexible and adjusting your financial plan as your circumstances change is crucial for long-term success. Life is unpredictable, and events such as job changes, medical emergencies, or even unexpected opportunities may require you to adapt your financial approach. Having the ability to adjust without losing sight of your goals is a sign of financial maturity and ensures that you keep moving forward, even when things don't go exactly to plan. Maintaining consistency and avoiding relapses requires discipline, resilience, and, above all, patience. Remember that building wealth is a marathon, not a sprint. Every step you take in the right direction, no matter how small, contributes to your long-term success. By staying focused on your goals, adjusting your course when necessary, and celebrating your progress, you will be ever closer to achieving the financial freedom you so desire.